Hi, hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, and as of today we are back with another video, and today we are going to be talking about the hottest and the trendiest stock of the year, which is, you guessed it right, NIO. So before you guys even leave down hate comments in the comment section, yes, I am recording this video unprepared with the messy hair and everything. I might or might not need a haircut, but that's not the point for today because I have a very important announcement to all of you guys, which are my viewers. So subscribe if you're new around here, turn on the post notifications for more videos like this. I'm starting to post a lot more frequent right now as I'm in my SEM break, and definitely looking to provide even more information for you guys as an investor. So NIO, a stock that has actually increased its price over 600%, which is 6 times if you guys don't know math, and it is one of the trendiest stock that has been widely talked about on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, or whatever social media platform there is. But there is one thing that NIO isn't really coping well with, and that is the rules for listing itself on the American market, which is NASDAQ or the NYSE. But before we get into it, I would just like to provide a little bit of information or history here and there so that you guys know where I'm coming from. And finally, I will be telling you guys my plan with my NIO positions and my moves with NIO, whether if I were to buy or I were to sell in the short future. So with all of that being said, guys, let's get right into the video. So as of today, I'm recording this video on a 2nd of December, and today is a Tuesday, and then yesterday it was Monday. So the stock market opens on Monday typically, and NIO stock really plummeted a lot. It's just the first day of the week, and NIO stock already dropped by around 10% yesterday, closing the market at around $45.37 per share. So definitely when people are selling off their stocks like that, I believe there is a reason behind their actions. So you might be wondering why NIO's shares are decreasing in price that much only on the first day of the week, even though NIO has just recently announced their 109% increase of deliveries of their vehicles, as much as around 5,291 compared to the year before. Well, the reason is simple. If there is no investors into this company, then they won't be able to function that well, and the stock price would fall in price. So you guys already know that it is us investors who helps the company to increase in value or the stock price, right? So what if NIO gets delisted from the NASDAQ or the NYSE, which is the most famous or the most publicly traded stock market exchange in the world? Chances are people would get a lesser access to trading stocks like NIO or maybe the other type of Chinese companies. You might be wondering why I'm saying Chinese companies instead of NIO. Well, that is because just recently people are starting to realize that these Chinese companies are not complying to the Americans' law. I would just like to try and provide a little bit of history for you guys and open up a new scenario in your fellow investors' mindset. So Chinese company called Luckin Coffee slumps on fake data news. So this article is written just this year, and it is written and published on the 3rd of April. Luckin Coffee, which competes with Starbucks, had been one of China's few successful US stock market listings last year. So people would be wondering what made this company's stocks are as successful as Starbucks, So here it says, NASDAQ listed company said its investigation had found that fabricated sales from the second quarter of last year to the fourth quarter amounted to 2.2 billion yuan, which is around 310 million US dollars. So this is the whole point of the whole video. I would just like to open up your investors' mindset into thinking that scenarios like this is 100% possible, and it has happened to a few of these Chinese companies, and I'm pretty sure that America has its reasons behind its laws, and it's probably one of the reasons why the America wants Chinese companies these days like NIO, XPeng and Li Auto to provide their full transparency, and we will get into that later on. So in certain Americans' law, to be listed on the NYSE or the NASDAQ, which is the most publicly traded or the most well-known stock market exchange in the world, you gotta have like rules, right? Rules. That's the only thing that separates us from the animals.
Rules. Exactly. Rules. Without them, we live with the animals.
John Wick references. I'm sorry with the John Wick reference, because lately I've just been watching too much of John Wick and it's pretty addicting, so I thought that the series was pretty good. I mean, you guys should go check it out as well. So back to the topic, to be listed on the NYSE or NASDAQ, you gotta have certain rules. So people, as in the public, are starting to realize that these Chinese companies are not really fully complying to these American rules, and they're not providing full transparency to how they get their results, like revenue or how many cars are being sold or delivered, or the cash flow of these companies. So obviously people like Robinhood traders are normally buying these companies just to take a quick profit out of them, and then people like this are the first people who panics whenever it comes to bad news like this. And it is a pretty bad news for us investors, especially when I have like quite an amount of position in NIO, and it doesn't really fear me because I believe that China and America really could shake their hands, talk this out, and they probably would sign a contract. And maybe I don't know what will happen between those meetings and stuff, but in all, I would just say that I'm confident in China and Americans, the relationship between those two countries. And actually I'm just afraid of losing my money, so please. So yeah, I've actually made a video like a month or 2 months ago saying that these are the dangers of the Chinese companies being listed on the NYSE and NASDAQ, and nobody listened to me. Nobody watched the video. It got like 50 views, and to compare that video's views to my other videos views, maybe let's just say like 80 to 100, people are just not listening to me. I don't know why, and I've already made a video on that one. So if you guys are interested to know more in details, go click the link above here. Go check it out if you want to see more of that. And so yeah, this is just one of the really bad side of investing into Chinese companies. But for me, as for my plan, I would stay invested into NIO because it would take up to 3 years to get them delisted, because that's what the Americans said. Basically, I think Donald Trump had a deal with these Chinese listed companies, and they have like 3 years in time to provide or comply fully to the Americans' law before they will be delisted. So I personally really follow Warren Buffett's rules, and he says that be greedy when everyone is be fearful, and be fearful when everyone is greedy. So that was the reason why I stopped buying NIO back then when I had like 10 shares at around $16 average price. Is a really good amount that I got it for, and I got into NIO at around $12 because I really had faith into this company, and I could really tell that the future is heading towards the EV or the go green type of market, and a lot of people would probably start being rational. They would want to provide, or they want to protect the earth and stuff like that. So I got in really early, and I won't be buying or selling, as I have always not, because I was always sitting on the sidelines since NIO has went up to around $20 and above. So I stopped buying then, and at the same time I would not sell, not at all, until we will see in the future, because let's just see how China and America will talk this out. So another reason why I did not add my money into NIO to expand my position is because I kind of already see this one coming. That's why I was just sitting on the sidelines. So with all that said, you guys, thank you so much for tuning in to my short video for today, and I will be posting another video sometime in this week, so please look forward to that, and I will appreciate all of you guys' support, comments, likes, and views. So yeah, I'll see you in the next one, guys.